Thank you. I appreciate the chance to be here, Ambassador, and thank you, President Kufuor, for hosting us, and Ngozi for your excellent comments and leadership, and so many other leaders and excellencies. I'll be very brief because I think the real examples of success are in the country examples and the ministers who are represented here to speak about them. But I do want to highlight that this gathering, building on the moment you mentioned in 2010, serves as a reminder that this issue is both about individual dignity and, just as important, a driver of child survival, education, and economic growth. I look forward to hearing more about other specific examples, but would like to raise just three priorities that we hope ministers and leaders will consider as we restate our commitments to water and sanitation for all. First, we believe there are critical opportunities in the area of new technology. We've heard about digital mapping in Liberia. We've seen mobile payments enable new types of businesses to provide water and sanitation. We're exploring new purification technologies that many are quite familiar with, and we follow closely efforts to create new toilet and latrine designs as well that may not sound like an area of big technological improvement, but in fact we believe they present some of the greatest opportunities to improve human equity. Second, we are firmly committed to investing in new business models, and together with the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation have launched an innovation fund to support called Wash for Life that is supporting new business models in reaching the very poor with better services. In one case, a startup company in Kenya using new technology to convert waste into fertilizer and biogas helps create new revenue streams that then enable greater public and private investment in sanitation in particular. But perhaps the third and final point is the most important for this gathering, and the one that builds on Ngozi's excellent comments. Just as important as these breakthroughs, I think we do have to recognize that in the donor community we can do much more efficiently to support the vision of success other speakers have articulated. We need to align our efforts against comprehensive country-led plans that are tied to more and specifically identified public investment from domestic sources. We need plans that, while funding and supporting urban water systems and piped water systems, we believe the balance is off, and we need to focus more on funding sanitation, rural settings, and the types of behavior change efforts that Tony Lake described that ultimately will define better equity outcomes in this sector. The fact that it costs poor consumers more to access clean water or safe sanitation in time costs and cash costs is simply unacceptable. And for this reason, the United States today is joining the Sanitation and Water for All program and announcing new significant support for the National Planning for Results initiative. If you are here representing a donor institution, we would respectfully ask that you consider joining Sanitation and Water for All, consider funding the National Planning for Results initiative, and most importantly, consider realigning your resources against country-led plans. We believe that if donors and partners start measuring equity results and not just the number of people reached, start measuring open defecation rates and reporting on that as the measure of success instead of simply the number of people served with clean water, that we will achieve better outcomes with the same resources and lay the groundwork for convincing our publics to raise their own commitments to this critical need. Thank you for the opportunity to be here.